Maybe you know that I don't have a stay-at-home wife. I actually have a stay-at-home entrepreneur. I brag about it, and I reveal often why the distinction matters financially, strategically, and logistically. In today's video, you'll learn how redefining roles inside a marriage can unlock new income opportunities, but better tax planning, a clear wealth building roadmap for you and your family. Without further ado, let's dive in. Guys, for generations, the traditional marital model looked like this. One spouse works and earns income. The other spouse just stays at home and manages the household. That model worked in a different era when costs were lower and the tax code was simpler. But today, high-income earners operate in a far more complex financial world and a more aggressive tax environment than we've ever been in. When one spouse earns a substantial amount of income and the other does not set up a strategic way of utilizing the tax code, then the family often leaves massive opportunities on the table to get ahead financially. This means that the working spouse shoulders the bulk of the financial burden and the tax bill scales right alongside his or her income. That's not ideal. And over time, that can feel incredibly frustrating and even defeating. What's the point of me getting this pay raise or taking on this bonus? My wife Janeth and I decided that we wanted something much different than that. In fact, when we decided for her to leave her W-2 job, it was intentional. We wanted to generate massive tax savings as much as possible. And after considering many different options, we started looking very carefully at the real estate professional status. The real estate professional status we also call reps in our office. It's one of the most powerful but misunderstood provisions in the tax code because under normal rules, real estate losses are considered passive and they can't offset active forms of income like W-2 or 1099. However, if you have one spouse that qualifies as a real estate professional and materially participates in the rental activity, those losses become active losses. And then when you file a joint tax return, those losses can offset the other spouse's active income, potentially reducing or even eliminating the couple's collective tax liability. Now, you might be wondering, how does a spouse qualify for real estate professional status? The IRS requires two things. Time commitment. The spouse must spend 750 hours per year materially participating in real estate activities. And then primary activity. The spouse must spend more time on real estate than all other non-passive work combined. This doesn't mean every hour has to be glamorous, but it can include analyzing deals, negotiating contracts, managing your tenants, traveling to and from the property. But the key with this setup is that you have to be consistent, you have to be documenting often and frequently, and you have to have tons of involvement. Once this is achieved, real estate professional status transforms passive losses into a tool that benefits both partners financially and strategically. Now, before we move on, here's a quick reality check for high-income earners. Many people making at least $300,000 per year overpay on taxes because their CPA is primarily focused on tax compliance and tax filing. They're primarily not focused on strategic tax reduction. That's fine at lower income levels, but if you are making over $300K, it's expensive for you not to have a tax plan. Our team helps with high-income earners to implement advanced IRS compliance strategies that can literally reduce your tax liability by 50 to 100%. If you want to see what you may have been missing out on, book a call through the link in the description below. Now back to this video. So here's how me and my wife applied this strategy. At first, she left her W-2 employer. Then she came to work in my firm. She was in the HR department. Over time, we realized she's incredibly competent, reliable, but we need to save more money. So we realized her impact could be significantly greater as a real estate professional, so we hired someone to replace her. Then I formed an LLC dedicated specifically to real estate activities, and I committed to building it with clarity and purpose for her. She immersed herself in learning the industry, from property analysis to even underwriting deals, and just understanding tenant screening and what property management really means. She learned how to document material participation hours. She studied market cycles, attended seminars. She even understood how you can get different types of loans. It required discipline, consistency, and a willingness to embrace that you are a real estate investor and a professional now. And then once we shifted our mindset from, okay, you're a stay-at-home spouse to, no, you're a stay-at-home entrepreneur, you're running the real estate operation, the next step was figuring out, how do I turn that role into real strategic leverage? It wasn't just about working from home or managing properties casually. It was really about structuring our household so that both of us are contributing in ways that maximize wealth, that minimize our taxes, and create long-term growth. We embraced a new school of thought, and that new school of thought is about partnerships. It's about intentionally structuring your household so that both spouses contribute strategically, even if it's in different ways. Instead of viewing one partner as staying home, you view them as No, they're running a business and an enterprise that generates real financial impact for our family. One spouse may focus on generating high active income W-2 1099, while the other focuses on building assets, optimizing tax strategies, unlocking opportunities that aren't available to most families. Together, you can create leverage that neither could achieve alone. And that's why my wife and I did, and it worked phenomenally for us. Now, here's taking the benefits a little bit further. The tax benefits of real estate professional status compound when you combine them with other powerful tax strategies, such as the cost segregation study, bonus depreciation, or even a 1031 exchange. But let's talk about cost segregation studies. This allows you to accelerate the depreciation on certain components of a property, creating even a larger paper loss in the early years of ownership. Bonus depreciation, on the other hand, accelerates these deductions even further, allowing you to write off a significant portion of property's cost in the first year that you own the property or the first year you conduct a cost segregation study. Bonus depreciation is at 100% thanks to the passing of the Big Beautiful Bill, which allows larger first-year deductions. But both strategies amplify the benefit of real estate professional status by producing additional non-passive losses that offset active forms of income. That's what we want. Now, the 1031 exchange adds another layer to this by reinvesting the proceeds from a sold property into what's called a like-kind property. You can defer capital gains taxes entirely. Now, when you combine real estate professional status, cost segregation study, bonus depreciation, 1031 exchange, real estate becomes a very powerful wealth building tool to minimize your taxes. Together, they create a framework where high income earners can leverage time, knowledge, and structure to maximize wealth, all while building assets that generate cash flow and long-term appreciation. But here's why this matters for you. You're a high income earner. You're extremely busy. You're a professional. You lack the bandwidth to manage rental properties by yourself. So your partner's time can help, right? Having an operation, having you focus on the client work can allow for strategic growth. Even if they understand the opportunity, execution becomes the bottleneck. When a spouse steps into the role of real estate operator, that bottleneck disappears. Why? Because responsibilities are divided according to the strengths and availability. The family moves from scattered effort to focused execution. Now, here's the learning curve and the emotional growth that you're going to go through. For my wife and I, the early days were not effortless. They were new systems to understand, contracts to review often, and risks to evaluate. We experienced uncertainty. We had to make adjustments, and we refined our processes over time from learning. There were moments where deals fell through or were intimidating or decisions carried weight. Real estate is not theoretical. It is real dollars, real tenants, real consequences. Yet that process built confidence for us and clarity. What once felt overwhelming, oh my gosh, we're going to be real estate property owners, then it became manageable. Growth replaced hesitation and momentum replaced doubt. With every property analyzed, every lease that we got signed, we made solid progress on our understanding and our relationship. What started as a leap of faith turned into more of a rhythm, and that rhythm created a stability and an ownership and a deeper sense of partnership in our journey. And here's the financial impact that we had. Over the past 5 to 7 years, my wife and I have paid little to nothing in federal income taxes. I actually brag about it online. This was achieved legally through strategic tax planning, real estate professional status, oil and gas investments, even advanced retirement structures. Each layer compounds the benefits of the other. Instead of just viewing taxes as an unavoidable burden, we began to see them as an opportunity that can help us grow faster. The cash flow we retained allowed us to reinvest aggressively. Capital that would have gone out the door in April. It stayed in our ecosystem, funding down payments, renovation costs, new acquisitions. That created what's called a compounding effect. More properties generated more depreciation, which created more tax efficiency, which freed up more capital to then redeploy back into more investments. Today, we own more than 30 rental units, and we continue to expand. Our objective is not incremental growth, it is scalable generational wealth. Period. This structure we built allows us to think long-term rather than short-term. We are no longer asking how do we reduce this year's tax bill alone. We're asking how do we design the next decade. Now, our vision extends beyond our own lifetime. We are building assets that can one day be passed down to our daughter. And now, instead of handing her tax burdens and financial confusion, we aim to provide opportunity and stability. That perspective changes the emotional weight of each decision you make. Real estate is no longer just about cash flow and appreciation. It becomes a vehicle for legacy and for freedom. Every acquisition represents another brick in a foundation that outlives us. And that long-term lens that you have, it brings patience during downturns and discipline during expansions. The emotional shift in marriage happens when both spouses contribute strategically and the dynamic begins to evolve. The marriage moves from a traditional model of one earns, one manages the house to a true partnership where both people drive results. There is shared ownership and outcomes and shared accountability and execution. The relationship starts to feel more like a unified enterprise than two separate roles, and that changes the energy that you also have towards each other in the household. Mutual respect will grow because both contributions are tangible and they're measurable, and over time, this creates a sense of emotional safety, shared purpose, and pride. Financial strategy becomes a team sport now, and the success of one becomes the success of both. It strengthens both wealth and marital connections in a way that traditional structures can rarely achieve. Is this right for you? Maybe, maybe not. This strategy is powerful, I know that, but it's not for everybody. Qualifying as a real estate professional is very hard. It requires meeting our thresholds and materially participating in operations. It demands documentation, organization, consistency, and a willingness to step into new responsibilities. It can feel overwhelming at times, especially if your spouse is new to real estate, has little experience. For couples willing to commit, the rewards are powerful. And from a tax efficiency to asset growth perspective, man, the upside reaches far beyond a single benefit. It requires intention, focus, and perseverance. I will tell you that right now, but it offers transformative potential. This approach can change how you view money, time, and partnerships. It can turn what feels like a burdensome tax system into a tool for generational wealth. And for those willing to embrace the challenge, the payoff can be life-changing, both financially and emotionally. At its core, this approach is about designing your life intentionally. It is about understanding the rules of the tax code and structuring your household accordingly. Instead of reacting to taxes every single year like every other taxpayer, you're proactively building around them. And for us, the shift from stay-at-home wife to stay-at-home entrepreneur, it redefined our future. It created freedom, leverage, and clarity for us. And for families willing to think differently, it can do the exact same thing for you. Now, by approaching your household as a strategic partnership and leveraging opportunities like real estate professional status, you can start to gain control over time, over money, and over your legacy. So let me ask you something. Did you enjoy this video? Because that's all I got. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think about this video. If either you or your spouse is becoming a real estate professional, I invite you to schedule a call with my team if you are earning over $350,000 adjusted gross income. If you're somebody that wants advanced tax strategy, our company is Tax Alchemy. We have placed a link below this video for you to schedule a call. Thank you so much for watching this video. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers.